everyone, it is day 6 of Banned Books Week, and today we are continuing our discussions of Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I have a store-bought cold brew in the mug today. It's okay. Not my favorite coffee I've ever had. The thing about me and coffee is that I need to absolutely be able to still taste the coffee if you put other stuff in it. So like I'm okay with like cream or sugar or whatever in it, but I still need to like strongly taste the coffee, and I feel like the almond milk and sugar dominates this a bit too much, so it's okay. Probably won't buy again, but whatever. We got one more day left after this. Let's hopefully have a better drink tomorrow. But I hope whatever you're drinking is better than what I'm drinking. So cheers, my friends. Let's get started. So today's conversation is about growing up female, being a girl, things that you were told as a young woman generally. And in many ways this sort of goes back to, I believe, Monday's topic, which was modesty. And a lot of things that I associate with growing up specifically female, not just growing up in general, but things that happened when I was growing up that relate to my femininity. I think of covering myself or presenting myself in such a way, you know, things, not even things like modesty, like covering, you know, your shoulders or your knees or whatever, but like you have to wear a dress at this occasion, or you have to wear like a pale pink, or, you know, you have to wear makeup to this thing when you're a bit older, you know, like what, like 12 to 15, I say, is when people I knew started wearing makeup. I think I started getting into it at like 16, 17, somewhere in there. If you've been following this channel for a while, you probably witnessed that, because like my YouTube videos are mostly where I wore makeup for the longest time, because I was not lazy in high school, I just didn't care about being there. So I didn't really put any effort into my appearance generally, unless I was like doing a show and like had to wear blacks for, you know, tech purposes. I would wear, you know, black sweater, black shirt, black as much as I could, but like I kind of did that already anyway, but in general I didn't really care enough about high school to wear makeup there, but anyway, you know, appearance related things I associate with femininity growing up, at least what was presented to me, whether it be dressing a certain way, using cosmetics, shaving, you know, stuff like that, that I think really adds up in terms of, especially hearing that as you're maturing and growing up, definitely implants certain isms in your life, I guess. Like, it affects how you perceive yourself. Not necessarily in a comparative way to other people, but in terms of the script of how people anticipate you, if that makes sense. Going back to modesty, I didn't mention this on Monday because it's this far into the book, so I didn't want to bring up something that a lot of people may have not gotten to yet, but I just wanted to highlight this scene where she's in a art class, and you know, one, they separate the men from the women, but also they have to not draw a nude model, but draw this completely covered lady. I thought that was very, not funny, but like, comically interesting, I guess. It just goes to show how frankly scared of women's bodies people can be. Sorry if you can hear that. They're doing work outside, and I thought they were about done when I started recording, but I guess not. Anyway, as I kind of just touched on with the like separated art class, you know, men and women being divided was something that I experienced a lot growing up. Boys and girls being divided, I guess more specifically. So like we would have like a boys PE phys ed and a girls gym class PE phys ed, whatever you call it, where you live. Until I got to public high school, my public high school gym classes were, or gym class rather, was co-ed. But on the flip side of that, we also had, I talked about this when I did my Christian school videos, at my middle school, my junior high school, my Bible classes were separated by sex. So like there was a girls' Bible class and a boys' Bible class. And I always thought that was very strange, because I feel like, especially when discussing theology, it's good to have varying perspectives, even if that variation is only between men and women, rather than like variation by age or religion or whatever. You know, if gender or sex is are the only separations that you put in there, I don't know, that's better than nothing, I feel like. I don't know. I'm still not quite sure why they did that. I think part of it was that it was the class that was happening at the same time as gym class. So while there was the boys' PE going on, the girls had to go somewhere together, so they went to Bible class. But I don't know, I find it kind of dubious that they picked Bible of all subjects to pair gym class with. There's also a lot of pressure on girls, again specifically in religious environments, to keep them, you know, pure and, you know, covered and holy, and you know, you gotta have your future husband look favorably on you, you gotta have your father look favorably on you, or any other influential man in your life has to look favorably upon you. And that really messes with you. Again, a lot of this, watch Monday's video about modesty. I don't want to retread what I said on Monday, but of all things, that really sticks with you. Like, that's perceptions of sex and my body, for whatever reason, is what has stuck with me more than anything else, post-fundamentalism. Like, I know people who are, like, they're completely out of Christianity even, and they still to this day are terrified of hell, and that's not something I ever got. Like, I'm not afraid of hell. I'm just, modesty is my constant fear or constant thing that I, for whatever reason, can't let go of. Stay tuned for that purity culture modesty video I mentioned on Monday. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Especially since I've been going through all that stuff, along with everybody else who's had to deal with modesty and purity culture and all that. So I imagine that'll be out sooner rather than later. So I'm just a little busy right now, and I need to obviously, you know, plan out time to film it. But hopefully once these videos are done, I've just got one more after this, obviously. That'll be my next YouTube project, so I hope that helps some people watching this. So I think I'm going to call it there. This has been a bit longer than I wanted it to be. Let me know what you think, what your experiences were if you grew up female, especially in a religious environment like me or Marjane. And join me tomorrow to finish up our discussions. I will talk to you then. Until next time, have safe and consensual sex. Goodbye. Yeah, good night, goodbye, everybody.